Hello, Captain. How may I be of assistance?
Hey guys, Dantix here, back with a slice of juicy Starfield information pie. Just a slice though. At this point, it's really like a metaphorical pie cooling on the window, and we are 1920s cartoon wolves floating through the air towards it. But this pie might be enough to sate your lust, because I'm going to talk about the RPG systems, companions, factions, the tech, and more. So the devs put a huge emphasis on the fact that Starfield will be a giant open world where you feel like you'll have an impact. It would be a fair assumption to say that the choices you make will impact how things change. If previous Bethesda games are anything to go by, I'm sure nuking a whole settlement won't be off the cards. That's the kind of chaos you need to expect. They had to accept early on that a fight could break out at any time, and the game needs to account for it. They're embracing the chaos and have put systems in place to make sure you can as well. Get your finger over that quick save and quick load buttons, because this sandbox will be ripe for the shenanigans. Now, they heard your feedback about the dulled RPG mechanics in their latest titles, and are going back to how they did things before, like backgrounds, traits, defining your character, and all of those stats. Those are their words, so I can't exactly be sure what stats they mean, but think building a character in Morrowind and Oblivion, except much better UI. They think players are ready to do those older, hardcore RPG things again in a new way, and we are. We so are. More choices leads to more replayability. When it comes to your character's physical customization, that's been improved as well. They've really leveled up the tech when it comes to making really interesting, unique characters. They're using scanning technology similar to what they do with their landscapes. This means not only your unique character will be more believable, so will the NPCs in how they interact with you. The idea is they want it to be as immersive as possible. I imagine a lot is being invested here because they want the framework to be used for the next Elder Scrolls as well. Nothing sucks you out of a game faster than a tired Mass Effect Andromeda face. In most Bethesda games, how you interact with the world can be shaped by the factions. There are always a bunch of factions with their own goals and motivations, and you can shape your story accordingly. One such faction is called the United Colonies, which are a representation of the future of space ideologies. This seems like your vanilla good boy space faction. Go explore, further mankind, blah 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 blah. They also have the Freestar Collective, which is your space western fantasy type. People who are out there on the frontier with sick hats and dusters. No doubt giving you a space 6 shooter as a quest reward. Then we have the Rijan Industries, which is your corporate path. One of the devs mentioning that he thinks this is the best starts of any faction. It's a megacorp and you get hired and see if you cut the mustard. He says it's the best start, so I don't know if that means you start your character off by selecting a faction, or if it simply means it has the best starting missions at the beginning with them. The former would be quite interesting and hopefully better executed and more impactful than the Corpo life path in Cyberpunk. So Bethesda approach factions in a way where they're asking what groups would make the world feel whole, and then how would the player interact with them. One example is the pirate faction, the Crimson Fleet, which I've talked about in a previous video. They're a foe, sure, but the player can join them. You can be the bad guy doing pirate things, the space pirate life for me, but what if you're a good player? Well, you can still join the pirates, but act like a double agent or a space cop by reporting their activities back to the authorities. So you can be a space narc too. There really is a lifestyle for every degenerate out there. Here is the first real look at Vasco, your robot companion.
Hello, Captain. How may I be of assistance?
I admit he does look a lot cooler here than in the opening teaser trailers, but once again, I reserve judgment until we see some actual gameplay. But companions are confirmed to be able to join you out in the world as you explore and quest. The dev's focus was an almost Mass Effect-like situational companion banter where they comment on things that has happened or is happening around you. The idea is to make their interactions with you seem believable and real. This is one area where I think Bethesda games really did need the improvement. So they took a look at the old Elder Scrolls Oblivion system when it came to persuasion as well. With their new system, they don't want there to be situations where there definitely is the right thing to say. They want to have some risk to dialogue. They want it to feel like you're actually having a conversation where you're actually trying to persuade someone of something. Todd's saying their new system is one of the most successful ones they've made, but Todd, does it just work? I look forward to seeing evidence of this. Finally, the devs confirm there will be romance, adventure, and mystery, but they want to ask the big question: why are we all here? Where is it leading? And what is next for humanity? Well, what is next for Starfield? Well, you know what to do. Subscribe, leave me a comment what you think below, and keep your eyes peeled because Starfield is all over this channel. Ciao, friends.